Yeah, I actually can speak 5 languages. It's German. Hallo, ich kann Deutsch reden. Ich wohne gerade in Deutschland. English, who would have guessed? Russian. Я могу разговаривать на русском. Я думаю, что у меня акцент, но я думаю, что русский меня сейчас понимает. Ukrainian. Я можу говорити на українській мові, і я, чесно кажучи, народився в Україні. And my mother language Romanian. Eu pot vorbi limba română. Eu nu știu dacă tu înțelegi că eu mi-am dialect, însă e fain, da, că pot vorbi 5 limbi. And today I'm going to teach you how to become such a great polyglot just like me and to be able to learn every language faster. Why? Why am I the right person to ask advice from? Because I learned like, yeah, 5 languages, dude. And I found the mistakes that I did, and now I know the things that are actually make learning a language really, really easy. So let's straight up start with it. Number one, watch content like YouTube content on the language you want to learn. If you, for example, want to learn German, just like me a few years ago, you gotta watch content on German. Gotta watch content that you like, but on that language, not on your mother language. How do you find out what the channels are that you would enjoy looking at? Ask ChatGPT. If you, for example, want a gaming channel in German, that then say ChatGPT, name me the most popular, name me the 10 most popular YouTube gaming channel on German, and then ChatGPT would list them, and then you watch their videos. Fantastic. You're going to learn that language and have fun. Well, not in the beginning, but in a few months you will genuinely have fun and probably learn the language way, way faster. I know it because I actually learned Russian without talking on it. I only watched YouTube videos on Russian for a few years, and that's how I learned the language. Watch videos on that language too. You can actually listen to the music too to understand how they pronounce words or learn more about their culture and mindset. Then the second thing is that you don't need to learn every word, because not every word is used as frequently as the other one. Like the word I in English is used way more often than washing machine. You got to learn both of them, but the thing is that you got to first learn the words that are most frequent, and only then go deeper and learn the other words that are less frequently used. How? By typing in Google search 10, no, better 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 most common words in the language you want to learn, in Arabic, Chinese, Russian, German, English, and then you learn them. Then here I'm going to talk about the difficult part that you most likely wouldn't like to hear. It's grammar and pronunciation. You gotta learn to first pronounce the words of that language in the way the people that live in that country pronounce it. Like, if I try to speak English with the Russian accent, you see that I do not really sound like an Englishman, I guess. But you get my point. You got to learn to pronounce the words the same way the people that speak on it do. So, if you, for example, the best website to find out how to pronounce words is actually Pons. Pons. You go to that website, and then in the search tab, which is kind of here, you write down the words that you want to be able to pronounce, like bread, and then you will find out how to pronounce it, and the good thing is that you can do it for every language, regardless whether you want to learn Russian, German, English, whatever. The most important thing is that you actually do that and practice getting rid of your accent, dude. I wish somebody told me how important getting rid of an accent actually is. You sound so much more intelligent. So, like, if I, for example, talk with this accent, you think that I don't know really much, and you don't believe me that I can speak 5 languages, but only English with a Russian accent and Russian itself. Yeah, and the grammar. You need to watch videos on, for example, when to use the, when to say the, a, or an. Watch videos on the grammatical topics that you need to learn about. There's no way around it. You gotta do that. And you can, for example, watch YouTube videos that tell you how to pronounce words the right way, how to pronounce the Russian R and not the English R. It's really helpful, man. And then you, or woman, I don't know what your gender is. Maybe you're an attack helicopter. But anyway, the next thing is to just talk to people more often. Don't just talk to people that talk on your mother language, but talk to people on the language you want to learn on. If you like, listen, I'm in Germany and I talk to German people. All of my friends are German, and except for my family, but my family are not my friends. But anyway, like, my friends are German, not Ukrainian, Russians, or etc. I talk to them in German, and that's how I improved my ability to speak on that language. So, okay, how do I do that? First, you can do it through online apps. Like, dude, ask ChatGPT, give me some apps through which I can find people that speak on this language and actually talk to them. Or you randomly talk to strangers, which sounds weird but is actually helpful. Like, go to any, go outside. If you, for example, live in Germany, you go outside and actually talk to strangers and say, hello, how are you doing? Except on German. And then you're going to try to, yeah, talk to them on German. And you're gonna learn the language. You might actually win friends by doing that too. So it's a win-win. And, dude. Oh yeah, always have a notebook with yourself. Dude, it looks really, really horrible. But like, okay, so buy a notebook or a small journal that you will always, and I mean always, take with yourself. And the best, it's really good if you have a pencil with you too. So every time that you are, for example, outside and you don't know what the, let's assume you want to learn German and you don't know what the German word for car is, then you write it down, like car in German. Or what I like to do is car and then write DE or GE, German. Car, German. Maybe you don't know what sun is, then you write sun, GE or German, okay? You get my point. Write the word and then the language that you want to know the word on. And it's really helpful because you don't need to think of all the words that you don't know, but you write them down. And for example, notice that there is a word that you quite frequently want to use but don't know, like the word to work or to do in German. And by writing it down, you're actually gonna know which are the frequent words and which you gotta learn. And you actually learn them, which is great. And then hold on a second, man. Sorry for wasting your time. And then the I'm gonna teach you the quite good technique how to learn every word way faster. You do that by, let's say you want to learn the German word called Brot, which means bread. I know you can actually memorize it, but let's assume you are not capable of it and you actually need my technique to learn it faster. Brot, Brot. The meaning is bread, okay? So here we have bread, and then here we have the meaning of, no, the way it sounds. What does the word Brot sound like for you? For me, it sounds like be rod, see, blaze rod, whatever. Be a rod. And now you create a story by using both of those words. See, the way it sounds and the word itself. Let me tell you a story that I thought of right now. Once I wanted to buy bread, so I went to a bakery and I found the bread I wanted to buy and I gave $1 to the, how do you call it, cashier, and he said, sorry man, but you gotta pay me with rods, with blaze rods. And I said, sorry man, but I have no blaze rods with me. And then he said, well, you can become a rod yourself. You can be a rod, sell yourself to me, and then I'll give you the bread. Okay, it sounded really weird, strange. You might think right now, what the fuck did you just say, Vasile? But the thing is that you're now, maybe with your own story, you are going to remember the word way faster, better, and easier. What I did is I combined the word, like its meaning, with the way it sounds like. Brot, bread, and be a rod. Be rod, broad, brot. And by creating this story, I connected the meaning with the things that it sounds like. And now you remember what the German word for bread is. Bread is. Yeah. What is it? Brot. Congratulations. Use the technique more to basically every word you want to learn. And trust me, you're going to learn them way easier, way faster, and with much less effort. Watch this video on focus, or this video, and see you next time. Do the things you'll be proud of doing tomorrow.